There are things a man should know not to manipulate, impress, or dominate, but to live with wisdom, restraint, and respect. In the presence of women, especially, character reveals itself. How a man speaks, listens, behaves, these are reflections of his soul. Here are 11 things a man should never do with women. He seeks self-respect, peace, and maturity. A man secure in himself doesn't treat life as a competition with a woman. Whether it's career, intelligence, or status, he doesn't try to win. He uplifts, he supports, but he does not try to prove he's better. Because when ego enters, love exits, and respect withers. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Don't turn relationships into contests. Be still, be solid, be a man. Interrupting isn't just rude, it's a sign of insecurity. A man who constantly talks over a woman isn't leading, his drowning in noise. Let her finish. Listen, consider, because true masculinity isn't in how loud you speak, but how deeply you listen. There is a powerful silence. And then there's the coward's silence, the kind used to control, to punish, to cause pain without words. A mature man does not weaponize withdrawal. If something is wrong, he speaks with calm. If he's hurt, he explains without blame. Silence should be used for peace, not power. Weak men diminish women to inflate themselves. They mock, they minimize. They sarcastically shut down dreams. A strong man doesn't need to do this. He doesn't fear her light, he reflects it. Epictetus said, "It is not events that disturb people, but their judgments about them." Judge her not to lift yourself up. That's not leadership. That's insecurity in disguise, whether physical, emotional, or digital boundaries exist for a reason. A man who violates them is not bold, he's blind. Blind to her autonomy, blind to consent. To be a man of virtue is to sense limits and honor them without being told twice. It is not a woman's job to be your therapist, your mother, and your emotional punching bag. Yes, lean on her, yes, ship her, but don't pour your entire brokenness into her hands and ask her to fix you. Be responsible for your own healing. You don't need to be fully healed to love, but you must be aware. A boy plays games, a man doesn't. Don't weaponize attention. Don't test her worth by comparing her. Some men joke at her expense to gain points in public. They tease, they correct, they humiliate, not realizing that in doing so, they expose their own weakness, not hers. Honor her publicly, disagree in private. That's how men of strength lead, with grace, not humiliation. It's not clever, it's cowardly. If you need to make her jealous to feel powerful, you've already lost your own dignity. Dismissal is disrespect. When you tell her you're too emotional, or you're crazy, you're not helping her manage reality or denying it. A wise man understands. Emotion is not weakness, it is a signal. Be calm. Listen without fixing. Empathize without judging. A man who fears her growth will try to cage her. He'll say things like, "You're too busy now, you've changed." But it's not change, he fears its loss of control. You don't lose her by supporting her dreams, you lose her by standing in their way. Kindness with expectation is manipulation. Giving with the hope of return is not generosity, it's business. She doesn't owe you affection, submission, or gratitude just because you showed up or gave something. Give because it's in your nature, not because you expect payment. These 11 things are not about being soft, they're about being solid. They're about knowing that true masculinity is not proven by dominance, but by restraint, not by control, but by calm, not by fear, but by deep, unwavering respect. Because a man's greatness is not measured by what he can take from a woman, but by how he honors her presence and still holds his ground. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius.